What, honey?
I had to berate Panda before we were live.
What?
Yeah, he's got it in for me today.
Well, I know. Listen.
Got it in.
What? Come here.
I gotta try to get under this radar.
What?
I'm on his good side today. Give him a picture of
I
the
know.
castle.
What?
Why? He's your best friend. How come I don't have a best
I got
friend?
him a picture of the castle.
Oh,
This is what she does. She wants me to pay attention to her, and I don't. She talks.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, Abby's up.
Abby
Okay.
has the phone of shame. Aw.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's in here because she's on Trazodone. It's all right, sweetheart. It's all right. Come here,
Do we
Abigail.
want Trazodone? Is that good? Do we want to be on Trazodone?
Trazodone's very good. I mean, not for me. I mean, it's one of those pills Daddy can't take. But
Okay. And the cheese thing works?
oh yeah.
Hi, baby.
Oh, I got the hero.
Oh, it's great. If you need
Just-
help programming it,
Just arrived.
wait till you're done with it. You're going to love it. It's the best thing. And when there's a whole vacation mode. We'll talk. We have to talk.
What's a hero?
It is a pill dispenser because I'm on like
yeah.
I'm on like 800 different meds.
But you can even for like vitamins and everything. You know, whoever sorts things. I don't know.
Oh, come out. Hi, baby. Hi.
I just saw the box say hero on it. I was like, that's the biggest goddamn GoPro I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
person
it's
pops out.
it's different because finally something's being delivered to the house that doesn't close because every day, and I know there's more coming today because I saw this cute little outfit I want for the cruise, which I'm already packed. Right, I'm fully packed for the cruise. Not my shoes. I haven't done shoes and toiletries yet.
What day do you leave again for the cruise?
Saturday.
Okay.
Let me share with the Patreon people a nightmare that happened. We're in Hawaii. We're ready to leave to go to California. I don't know. It's like 4 a.m. The plane leaves at 6 a.m. And Pete comes in very serious. Panda, I need your help. Like, what happened? And he shows me the zipper broke on his luggage. I have no solutions for this. I cannot be a savior for this. How is he going to... So we call up the shop that's in there that's closed. You can't buy luggage. Are we going to mask and tape? And I'm like, oh, Pete, all your clothes are staying behind. Do you remember what a nightmare that was?
That was a nightmare. I'm sorry. That was John calling me, but then
But
didn't answer.
somehow they did a Tetris miracle and packed everything into
well,
another-
between my other bag and Federico's bag.
It was still... If you would have asked me, I would have said no miracle in the world is going to make this go into these other bags that are already stuffed. And somehow it happened. I still don't know how it happened.
Magic.
It would be like me jumping through my wedding ring. That's what I feel like happened.
Well, I always travel with 2 suitcases,
Two.
2 big suitcases. One are my clothes, the other are my shoes and my toiletries, but mostly shoes. And I have, when I do a cruise, it's 2 outfits for each day. I've got my daytime outfit and then my dinner outfit. So for an 8-night cruise,
You can have 16 outfits.
I have 16 outfits.
I've learned to wash. I love bringing less clothes and halfway
No.
through the cruise, going to the damn laundry room and washing.
It's actually one of my favorite escapes
Yeah,
on
I
a
agree.
Disney cruise line ship.
I totally agree.
Like, I love especially like if you're having a nice dinner, I love going in there and just ironing all my clothes and just being in there for a while. There's something peaceful about it.
There is. It's like not if it's a 3-night or a 4-night, but like on a week cruise, it is something comforting about just like chilling out in the
Oh no!
laundry room.
If something needs to be pressed, I send it out.
Well, if you need your clothes washed, half price I am. I'll wash and fold them all. Half price than the Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah. The only problem though is I do open up those laundry machines every time. Probably on the Wish they're nice, but on all the other ships,
Yeah.
I'm like, can someone fucking clean one of these sometime? And I feel the same. I had to do laundry in the summer at Grand Californian, and that was a nightmare in itself because like they have 2 laundromats at the Grand Californian. The one closest to our room that was like 1 floor below it, right there, all the machines were filled up and the people still had extra loads. And so they're like, sorry, can't help you. So then I have to walk all the way over to the DVC one, and it was fine. But then they had no soap. So then I had to walk all the way back over and to the other people, and I was like at the machine, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're not going to use the rest of our soap after we're done with this next one, so can we give you some Tide Pods?" Like, bless you. And then I had to walk back over to the DVC side. This was all at 3 a.m. So it was, and I left my key card in one of them, so I couldn't get in. So I'm standing down at the front desk with a sack of clothes like I'm Santa Claus, and gym shorts and like a ratty T-shirt. And I know that they were thinking like, is he actually staying here? Is he living in the laundromats? It was a nightmare. But
That's pretty cool.
yeah, why can't they clean the machines? They cost so much money to use. Just maintain them.
Yeah.
Keep them
If
nice.
I had the wherewithal, and I do think about it, so we could bring the cleaner, the powder, put it in, run a whole, pay for a cycle, wait there, make sure nobody else takes that machine, and then use it.
Yeah.
But that would be overkill.
But on a positive with Disney, so I think I talked about it maybe a little bit last week. I made the biggest fuck up. I left one of my memory cards on the desk at Disneyland Hotel, and it like had a lot of what I needed. I only transferred like half of it onto a hard drive. So I was like, there's no way. Like Corey and I left the room, not in disrepair, but like so much like trash because we went to Target and bought snacks, and so that way we didn't have to,
But you
spend
got it-
extra money
you
in
got it
food. But we had so many like bottles and just so much stuff in there. I was like, she's gonna be pissed. And then we forgot to tip her, and it's something that I always hate. On the last day, I always forget it, and so I was like, she threw it away. She threw it away. But sure enough, they went up to the room as soon as I realized while I was at LAX, and they found it, and they overnight shipped it back to me. And there was a pair of pants that I left there that I didn't even realize. So they saved my butt.
Okay, so I'm on the Wish with the camera, the good camera, the $3,000 Sony camera that we use to do stuff, and I leave it where I was sitting, and I'm at my room, and I'm thinking, where's my camera? I'm like, oh, I left it like 10 floors down, so I run 10 floors down.
Well,
If it was up, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Ran.
I felt it the next day
There were air
in my
quotes.
thighs. And it wasn't there. I go to the desk and see, did anybody return it? And the lady comes to me with the bag. And I know to her this was funny, and she knew the camera was in it. But she says to me, oh, I have bag. She goes, but it feels empty. And my heart just, my whole stomach. I went, and then she handed it to me, says she's only kidding. And I wanted to tell her, you shouldn't do that. That was a bad joke.
That's a good joke.
But yeah, I think it taught me. I never lost it again after that.
There was one night where I lost my camera 3 times.
You were drunk.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's the only way that, because I had one drink that day, and that's how it happens.
no, it was bad.
One drink.
It was like the ultimate. It was the last time I've ever drank heavily. It was at a media event, so I half blame them for how much they gave us. But it was Pete probably doesn't remember this, but he was involved in it too. He wasn't there, but it was when Morimoto opened up. Like they treated it like the biggest thing and pushed so much booze down everyone's throat. And so the first time I left my camera was there. But that was also the same night that they were having the media opening for Jock Lindsay's. So then they pushed us there after that.
I remember that.
And I left my camera there. And then I was like, at that point, it was like I was out for hours and hours. And Corey and I were both like, well, we can't drive home, so this is bad. So I went to my car to call Kylie, and I accidentally called Pete because he was the last person. And I was like, he could tell right away.
Oh, I knew right away,
And
yeah.
he was like, you guys are never fucking drinking at a media event ever again. This is so incredibly dangerous. Get a fucking hotel room. Do not drive anywhere. And it's like, okay, it's okay.
advice.
So we did that, and we got a hotel room at like right in the plaza. And then we're like, well, since we're staying here, guess we'll have another drink at the lobby bar. And I left the camera there and went back down, and they're like, we have it, but we can't just give it to you. And we're like, I'm like,
What?
It's mine. Like, check cameras, whatever. And they're like, no, we can't give it to you. We need like actual solid proof it's yours. Luckily, I had one photo of me on there, so they were able to go through and give it to me. But that was the last time that ever happened. And I have never the only other time I've left my camera anywhere was actually when we were just in Alaska, at one of the shops, I was just holding too much when I was on the ship, and I set my camera down, and I left out of the store without my camera, and I didn't even realize I left the camera. I was just walking down the street, and I realized, I was like, oh, they didn't give me a receipt. If there's anything wrong with this, I wouldn't be able to like exchange it later in the day. And we got there, and they're like, oh, good, we're glad you came back for your camera. It's like, what?
Oh,
My what?
So now I have an Apple AirTag on it, and I'm just thinking there's a comedy here. If you lose it on the ship and then go with the AirTag, you'll find the cabin that your camera's in.
That's
And you'd knock on the door. Yeah, it's worth it. And the people would be like, we don't have your camera. Like, fucking lie to me. I know it's in there. Look.
I need to get like an AirTag for everything. I did watch a funny TikTok last night that it was like a guy was a comedy bit where he like opens up his gas tank and opens up the door, and it's like, wait a minute, someone put an AirTag in my car. What is this? And then like pulls out a note, and it's like, this is you. You put this in here. It's because you would forget. Flip over. And the reason you'd forget is because you have short-term amnesia. So please fold the note back up and put it back in. And so it's set to go on a loop. So then he's like, okay, that checks out. So puts it in and restarts it over. Who put an AirTag in my car?
It's also good for airline luggage. The Matterport camera that we use, that expensive 360 camera that spins, I put the AirTag on there. So when we went to Hawaii and had to connect on the planes, you can see on your phone, oh, good, it's on the flight. Like it's being put on the flight. And that would give me like a little bit of a rest on the plane. So yeah,
No,
the AirTags are good.
okay, yeah. The two things I have been obsessively watching lately have been TikTok. I'm obsessed with TikTok.
Me too.
And air disaster videos on YouTube.
I know you told
Me
us
too,
last
which is
week
why in
about
August
those.
I don't want to go to California no more because you're getting me to watch those.
I will say, I'm going to have to pause watch history on YouTube because I noticed that they're popping up all over our like if you go to just youtube.com and it shows the suggested videos while we're logged into our company accounts, it's now showing air disasters at the top of all of them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's me.
Damn it,
And
Pete.
the headline is, this $5 part could have saved 300 lives. And I'm like, oh, I need to know what that is.
Yep.
I understand the TikTok though. Hours.
Oh, I can go into a hole with that and never come out. Never come out. And
I do the same thing.
I don't post anything. I repost a lot of stuff. I've been reposting a lot
At
of
3 a.m.
stuff.
in the morning, I'll get a TikTok from Pete. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. All right, what do we got in the who we got in chat? Who wants to ask some questions?
You didn't start Schmigadoon yet, right?
No.
Okay, you have to. It's only 6 half-hour episodes, and season 2 just started. You will enjoy it. Promise you.
Well, update. Teresa made it home safely, and she said she threw up in her yard. So,
You want me to go look for proof? I'm gonna go see if I could get some Teresa throw up.
no, you don't get out of this.
Oh, okay.
It's
What, honey bunny?
It's every week with you, Panda.
I could do
every
Teresa.
Week.
Wait. Oh, I feel really nauseous. I have to go.
No, so Pete, what you don't see with Panda when you're not here, he
He's
does this
totally
thing
lying.
when we're like, if we have to record something after, he'll be like, "I've got to go because I've got to beat traffic. Like
And
I
I do.
have to get out." Here's the thing that he never remembers. Erica and I and Panda all drive the exact same way to
Same
get home.
path.
I don't know. Listen,
we just have
I was
like,
here today an hour before you, so
Why? Because I was still at home.
I don't need the
prepping
excuse.
for the show.
I don't need the excuse. But if you're going to
was-
attack me, I'm going to go right back at
you can attack me for all of it. I was
I
writing a
didn't-
news story over the Poseidon Fury.
bullshit.
I was
Bullshit.
I had an
know
hour
I
of
love
traffic today though.
I'm not
so that
going
was
to get
fun.
away with it, though.
I did have they shut so my road that I take to get to 429, they shut it down to one lane and they never have any signs out that they're going to do it, but it ends up backing everything up. Because I get on at Winter Garden Village, so it's already busy enough there.
My
But
And now
then-
with spring break, it's much worse.
I know.
my exit's
See if I can
always
get
a
her to do it.
nightmare to
What?
get off of.
What?
But today there was an exit, not an exit. There was an accident right at the exit. So I was like, got to take the back ways. Got to figure it out.
What? What do you want?
She's like, I love you.
What do you want? All right, come here. Come here, good girl. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. All right, all that, and you're not going to come up? Come here. Come on, jump up. Jump up. No, come here. Come here, jump up. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Come on. Yeah, there she is. There's the face.
No,
She's adorable.
she's a star.
Loves her daddy.
So we are getting questions about DCL show, and we're trying to get them recorded. The problem was we had to get back on track with finding a time to record.
Yeah.
I was in California last week. You're about to leave for a cruise because what I was going to ask you was Elaine just texted me and said that she's coming into town this weekend and has Friday open to record. But if you're leaving on Saturday, I'm guessing you don't want to record DCL shows.
I'm not opposed to it.
You're not opposed?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm open.
What time does Federico get in? Because Federico's staying here the night before the cruise. Federico gets to go because Gio's working. He couldn't get off.
We'll also do a show when we get back about Bermuda, right? Just,
Yeah, I'd like to.
yeah.
Best
Just
part
have
is
somebody
Panda.
get me topics.
Okay. Well, I will work with Elaine to get that. And the best part is, if I ask Panda, he can't use the cruise as an excuse. Because Pete just said it's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse. I like DCL shows.
I'll be fully packed by then anyway. So
That is true.
Yes.
And if I was going, which I'm not, I wouldn't need to worry about packing until an hour before leaving.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, I do that.
Federico doesn't get until 8:00 that night.
It's only burned me like one time majorly. Because I'm usually okay with leaving like one or two things behind, and it's like, oh, I didn't get that outfit, or oh, it would have been nice to have this small piece of equipment, but I didn't really need that. The only time it hit me bad was actually just this past year when Rhino and I were leaving for D23 Expo. I left my laptop sitting on my laptop stand, and I didn't realize it until I was halfway to the airport. And I'm like, well, that's like one of the with that event you have to have it. I can't do anything from my phone.
you had to go back?
I need to. No, I didn't have time because it was at the point of no return. So I had to wake Kylie up, and at that point she was what 7 months pregnant, I think,
Oh, she
and
next
miserable
dated to
and
the
not
hotel?
sleeping. And no, didn't even do that. She got in the car and drove, and I didn't go through security until after she got there. So I met her at departures, grabbed the laptop from her, threw it in my bag, and then went
Kylie,
through.
the MVP.
Yeah,
Well,
really.
so usually if I'm leaving for 5 days or more, I'll park economy and park off at the $10 parking. And with this, that's what I wanted to do. So I'm like, if I would have went back home, I would have had to pay for terminal parking, and $19 a day. That's just too much.
It's crazy.
It's too much. So she saved my butt on that. That was the one time I messed up and left something big. The only
No,
other
I pack a week in advance. I have to because I'm like I pull so many clothes. To decide like, okay, I'm going to wear this, I'm going to wear this, I'm going to wear this.
I'm the same way.
Oh, it's insane.
I'm leaving for one night for Taylor Swift, and I haven't packed yet, and it's stressing me out because I should have already packed all of my stuff and had
Oh, no,
everything
I have to.
organized. For one night, I'm
And
that
you know
way
what,
too.
what's funny? What's funny is I've got 16 outfits packed, and it doesn't even put a dent in my wardrobe. I have so many clothes, and there's more being delivered today. I just realized there's more.
Stop it. Just stop it.
No, I can't.
Just stop it.
I can't.
You know what helped me that you might like? You know they sell these bags, like bags that go in your luggage. Like, how do I explain it? They're like storage bags, but they're thin. And like you can put your pajamas in one, and you can put with a marker pajamas, underwear, socks. And it doesn't take up a lot of room, but it does make you feel, I know it makes me feel organized and less OCD that, oh, I'm going to forget something big.
Yeah.
Well, I use packing cubes.
Oh, is that what I'm talking? Oh, no, the ones where you suck the air out?
No. They don't suck the air out.
That's
but
what I'm
I
talking
have-
about then. The ones,
Cubes like you would put in your drawers at home and say,
Yes.
this is only underwear, this is only
Yes.
socks.
Yeah, I've got my
and-
underwear and socks in one. I've got pants in another, shorts in another.
that helps my...
But my shirts are all on hangers, so.
I see. I forget stupid things like when we did our big trip going to Hawaii and Alaska and all of that. You know, that was back when I still wore contacts all the time, and so like I had my nice Ray-Bans, and I completely left them. Kylie did have to overnight my Ray-Bans to Alani, which it probably would have been cheaper to just buy another
Just buy
pair.
new
Buy
ones.
another pair, really.
But that was back when. I mean, that was back in the days when I technically wasn't on salary yet. So I think I was making $2,000 a month.
Oh,
But yeah, so that was like, no, that's I don't have enough money for extravagancies like
probably cost $100
Ray-Bans.
the next day. Those Ray-Bans.
I think it was like $30.
Oh, that's not so
so yeah, it wasn't that bad. But I mean, when you're when you're working back in that point in day, that was back when Universal still only paid like $10 an hour. Wow. So I asked Kylie to use her 1/10 of what she made in the week just to overnight me sunglasses. But I didn't charge her rent, so I mean it evens out. Nice guy.
Very nice guy. It's your wife.
Now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, she wasn't your wife at the time.
Yeah. You know what? We try, as much as Erica loves shows where you get married without ever seeing each other before. It's what Kylie and I attempted to do, but didn't work.
What was the name of that show?
Love is Blind.
Okay.
It is getting worse and messier by the day. The finale comes out this week.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna lose my shit. It's the wedding episode. So this is where you get the I do's or I don'ts, and it's the juiciest part. All these people this season, the people are insane.
So they're gonna
Off
see
their
each other
rocker.
for the first time as they're getting married.
No, so this one you're in the pods and they propose in the pods, and then after you propose you can meet them. There is a show called Married at First Sight where you meet them at the altar, and you legit you get married, and then you figure everything else out later, and you have like a month and a half to figure out if you stay together or get divorced. That show, fucking crazy.
Did you see the thing with the Dalai Lama and the kid?
Sucking his tongue?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's up? What's going on?
I don't know. That was fucked up.
His tongue was dirty, and the only way to fix it was
the
to suck
best
the
thing
tongue.
I heard. His tongue was dirty.
I read like the first 2 lines of the article, and I'm like, I don't even want to bother with
I
it.
watched the video and I thought, okay, there's an old man that just needs to go. I don't think he's aware of what he's doing. It's not an excuse. It's a horrible thing. He needs to stop. And don't bring your kids to the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, really.
He needs to
Are
stay
there
in a
any
place by
safe
himself.
place for the children?
There are
anymore?
no, there's really not, except at your house.
I mean, they're always safe at a Catholic church.
No,
I'm joking.
Oh, did
That's
you
why
see that whole thing?
I went to a Catholic college. I feel like
Me
I
too.
have
I
some
went to
rights.
Catholic school for 2 years and I felt safe. Nobody wanted my fat ass. They didn't. Nobody did. They went for the skinny kids, thank God.
Oh, someone's asking Boathouse or Homecoming for lunch at Disney Springs.
Boathouse or
Or Homecoming. I vote Homecoming.
Homecoming? Oh my God.
See?
It's not
I'd
even
go-
close.
I'd go for Boathouse.
Boathouse.
So
Oh,
the
Homecoming?
fried chicken last night at the Grand Floridian Cafe, better than Homecoming.
I don't believe you.
stake my life on it.
Don't they do the Captain Crunch? Isn't that like Captain Crunch they use?
It doesn't say it, but it did look like it. And it was 2 boneless chicken breasts, really fried,
Yeah, the
crispy.
Grand Floridian Cafe is
Yeah,
great.
we never did that review with Mom. We were supposed to that day. We
Yeah.
need to go back and do that.
No.
You can't go wrong with either of them. Though.
Yeah.
I mean that's 2 of the.
They're both really good.
And the French onion soup at the Grand Floridian Cafe, amazing. Like a
Grand
totally-
Floridian Cafe has gotten really good. It had gone downhill. It had been good, went downhill for a while, and the last few times I've been there, it's been great.
I agree. And then I'm not a big salad person. Surprised. There was an heirloom apple salad. Amazing. I never had an apple salad. It was fantastic. You'd love it.
oh, I probably would. I love salad.
No, I do. I was just joking. I do actually like salad.
I know. Listen, if you ever ate with Panda, this man, he eats like a bird. I promise
I
you.
don't eat that much. I really,
We shared a
true.
sandwich. We are the people who share food together because we can't finish a meal.
You know, you can always take it to go, right?
And I
You'll-
do, unless, but you know, usually you're going from there like into a park or something. You can't. But yeah, if I was going home, I would take it to go for sure. I eat a lot of leftovers.
I'm
Please.
horrible with eating leftovers.
Really?
I'm
Why?
like, I don't like reheating things. I like it.
Italian food
the
tastes
minute-
better sometimes.
Yeah,
the
it
next
does.
day. Lasagna the next day, if you then heat it up, it's just
Oh, it's even better.
the flavors have married. Chicken soup, next day. I don't know.
I'm okay with eating leftovers that I make at home.
Okay.
But like, I don't like taking things from the restaurant. I don't know. So I try to finish all my food these days 'cause I feel bad.
You didn't take home any of the vegan thing you got from Citrico's. The
No, I did take that home.
See?
Made my
Okay.
wife eat some of it.
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, was it as good when you got the pasta to take home from Citrico's? The vegan dish. That
Yeah, it
she
was
had?
very good.
Yeah, so good. The sauce, the red sauce. Oh,
Is there a bad place at Disney Springs, really? Like, I mean, I know we can make all jokes that we want about Planet Hollywood, but it's never.
it's
Not
never
horrible.
been.
It's not
It's
offensive.
inedible.
Like, I don't think there's anything that's truly
No.
like avoid this at Disney Springs right now.
No.
There's just some places that I think rise up above the rest.
There's
Yeah.
different tiers and levels, I feel, between the restaurants, but I
nothing-
think they're all
nobody-
good.
nothing bad, really.
Like, I've heard a lot of people be like, "Oh, Splitsville." I love
I
Splitsville.
love
Some of the best
Splitsville.
sushi
It's just
I've had.
overpriced.
Yeah, it's overpriced, but like when I'm at Disney, I'm already expecting I'm gonna be paying a little more for stuff. But I really enjoy the atmosphere of Splitsville. Like I love sitting outside there with the live music and stuff. So I love
Yeah.
that place. But Homecoming,
Dinner
Wine
at
Bar
the-
George,
Dinner
all
at the
that.
M&M place is just not that great. It's
No,
very
it could-
one flavor.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of color though, very
Lots of
vibrant.
color, lots of
very
color.
vibrant.
Yeah.
But you only get one flavor. I can't even eat there.
Why am
They
I
have
feeling
nothing
silly
for
today?
the
I mean, that's-
dairy-free people.
Technically, the peanut ones taste like peanuts more than anything.
That
That's
you
true.
really do.
Yeah.
You really do.
Somebody's
But-
saying they're locked out of the after show?
No. I mean, I don't know how they would be unless it's unlisted on YouTube. Anyone with the link can find it.
Did their Patreon subside or something?
No. he
They would
said-
have to provide more details. If they're saying they can't get to it from Patreon to YouTube, like, I guess I'm not sure what they mean.
As long as we have people in
But-
the room watching, we
No,
know it's
just
working.
all he said was, "I am currently locked out of the after show. $3 deducted for April and April 1st. Transaction ID, blah blah blah, through PayPal."
Yeah, I mean, there's 185 people watching right now, so it's I don't know what's going on there. We'll try to figure it out, but
This is all tiers, right? It's all
yep.
tiers.
Yeah.
it's all tears for fears. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, Disney Springs though, always solid.
Well, someone
Honestly,
did
usually
make a point of Rainforest Cafe, but I feel like I've never eaten at the Rainforest Cafe there, but I've eaten at T-Rex. I've had a good time at T-Rex.
Me
It's not
too.
like amazing.
No, but it's
But,
not-
like, it's
for what it is.
cute.
Yeah, for what it is, it's not bad.
yeah, it's edible. It's
Yeah.
everything's still edible. It's just whether or not you want to be
Sorry,
annoyed.
I'm going to stand by my stick to my guns. For the prices they charge, edible is not the standard.
Yeah.
Edible's not the damn standard. It should be good. It should be good or great for the prices they charge. They get a lot of these restaurants really get away with, it's a captive audience. We're gonna fill up no matter what. Mm-hmm. We're gonna make money no matter what, so we don't have to worry about it. Hollywood and Vine is a great example of that. It's a great example. There is no excuse for that restaurant to be as bad as it has been. I haven't been there in a while,
That's all
so
right.
maybe it's better now. But there's no excuse at all at this stage of the game for that restaurant to be as bad as it is consistently. And it's not like they don't know.
So
when your nickname is Hollywood and Slime, do you think maybe you want to revisit what you're doing with your food? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I would have fought it. I would have been right beside you before, but I've really started to try to be a little bit more open to how other people are feeling and try to be more sensitive to it. And like thinking about some of Fiasco's choices in life before, and now looking at like Panda's choices. I think the reason those restaurants are so popular is that there are some people that their palates just they end at a Rainforest Cafe in the price. Because every time Panda says, if it's not chicken breast, I won't eat it, I want to strangle his goddamn throat.
Me too.
But I can still enjoy like a really do something weird with a chicken breast. You know what I mean?
Oh, chicken breast is so basic. Eat a fucking chicken thigh.
But you've never had a good marsala then. If you can't, no, I don't like the thigh. I don't like it, Ricky. Ugh.
Well, chicken marsala is usually done with thighs.
I was like,
No,
what are you gonna
breast.
get tomorrow?
Usual. It's breast.
What
Usually it's white.
what are you gonna order tomorrow?
No,
You have to get teriyaki.
no. I'm-
Every marsala I've had has always been breast.
breast?
Yeah.
I've always seen marsala done with thigh.
So far, no, but could happen. And the fact that you want to strangle somebody that has a food preference, you better go check yourself out.
Oh, I know I have an anger problem. I'm not worried about that. I don't act on it.
People are going to end this thing are really going to kill each other. I love Craig, but he's a little crazy.
I just want you to eat something beside the
Well,
chicken breast.
I had filet mignon at Citrico's and it was fantastic.
Filet mignon is the chicken breast. It's
Yeah,
the
no,
chicken
he gets it
tender.
well
It's the
done.
chicken. I know, and then he gets it well done. You're a fucking monster.
I don't even eat fucking
Well, like,
meat, and I know that's wrong.
Tomorrow I might do a chicken parm or maybe a penne alla vodka. We'll figure
I
it out.
already figured you're getting the chicken parm.
That's
I
right.
didn't put it like I.
I sent a screenshot to him yesterday. I'm like, this
Like,
is
what
what
are you
I'm
gonna
getting
order?
because
But
they have a really
the
cool
penne alla
plant-based
vodka with
one.
the
But
pancetta is another good one, but we can't get a beer, so you have to have that one with a cold beer. So that might be another.
When are we doing our next dining review?
I don't. Well, you know what's
Do you want to go with us tomorrow, Pete? Do you want to go with us tomorrow?
Where are you going?
Mama Melrose.
like, I don't know.
How come
That's why I
Morimoto
didn't
is
ask
not
you.
on your radar? Like I don't hear you talk about Morimoto.
I just
ever.
haven't been there in eons.
Okay, so we have to do that.
We can do Morimoto.
Okay, you've. What do you think of Morimoto?
What? Attention, whore.
It's well, I think
What?
the
What do
sushi
you
is
want?
good, but overpriced. And
What
then
do you
I
want?
like I like the other food, their cooked food. It's fine.
Come here.
It's good.
I don't
Come
know
here.
if I've been. I don't remember.
No, I have no problems with it. Duck good. The ribs at Morimoto always solid.
Just
The
doesn't
ribs,
seem to be
yeah. The last
something
time I had the ribs were really good.
I want the sushi.
Yeah, their sushi's good. It's just it's overpriced.
Yeah. I mean, sushi, like most places these days, is very overpriced.
Poor Abigail's knocked out on trazodone.
She looks at her sister. with the
What
cone.
did I miss? What was wrong with her?
She got another blood clot in her ear,
Oh gosh.
and I had to take her yesterday. That's why I didn't do
Yeah.
the staff meeting yesterday. I had to take her to the vet yesterday, and I appreciated because this surgery, when she has to have it done, the surgery costs about $3,000. And this is the third time this has happened. And he goes, "Why don't we try something different this time? I'm going to try aspirating the clot, and this way we don't have to put stitches in. She's still going to need to be in the cone to keep her from shaking her head too much. A week. You see, and that's like my mother's going to have to deal with her for a couple of days in the cone."
Oh boy.
But yeah, so the trazodone is not for pain. The trazodone is to keep her sedated so that she doesn't shake, because that's what happens is golden retrievers tend to shake their heads, and then their ears can get these blood clots. And like I said, this is the third time it's happened. The first time it happened was on New Year's Day, and I didn't know what was going on, and her ear was like really swollen. So we went to an emergency vet, and I want to say that cost me about $5,000 or $6,000 to have that taken care of. And then like her, her ear, they got stitches and the ears are bandaged, and oh, it's awful. It's awful. This is cleaner, but we want to see if it works. So I got to take her back Friday, and see if it works. And so that's why she's not in here.
Poor girl.
My poor baby.
She's here actually. She's laying down right here.
Is she?
Yeah.
Just being calm.
Abigail.
She's still here, but on trazodone.
Abigail, where are you? Come here, sweetheart. Come here, sweetheart. Oh. Come here, baby. Can you fit around with the cone of shame? No, she can't. Come here, Abigail. Abigail.
Oh no,
No.
she can't. It's okay. Let me Mom.
She's going to try coming around this way, maybe. I didn't realize she was in here.
It's okay, baby. I'm sorry you have this. I know. Oh, sorry.
What? What, attention whore? What do you want? What do you want?
The people want to know if you eat sushi.
What?
I do not.
What do
Yeah,
you
that's
want?
what I told him. Like, he
will
doesn't
not
do
eat
seafood.
sushi.
But, so they're asking about Nine Dragons, and we did Nine
Oh,
Dragons a
love
few
Nine
months
Dragons.
back, and it was great.
Yep. And you could split something at Nine
Yeah,
Dragons.
the portions are huge.
We got out for under $30 and had a great lunch at Nine Dragons.
Yeah. Portions were huge, so we shared. It was great.
Vegetable spring roll.
You're a monster. Do not share food. Get your own entree.
Yeah, really.
No. Did you see how much they give you?
I don't care how much they. So I know my prejudice on that is the diner that I worked on was like part of what we got held to was how much each your average customer made. And because of that, when the old people would come in and split a sandwich and one soup and bring their own tea bag, so they just wanted a warm glass of water, that completely screwed you, and you got in trouble at the end of the shift if you were under the amount that you were supposed to get. And so that has always scarred me since then. That
Well,
it's
to be
like,
clear,
just
we
order your
each
own.
got our own plates, but shared them.
yeah, he's not talking. He's talking about the
Yeah.
average bill. Everybody wants to
Yeah.
say, "Look, my average is $80,"
'Cause
and then you come in and you're like, they
I
just killed
got
my
spicy noodles with shrimp. God forbid Panda eats that. But then we shared our appetizers and rice. We shared.
It was pretty good.
It was a good time. I love Nine Dragons.
I'd go back. I've never had a bad experience at Nine
It's
Dragons.
my
And it's always
go-to when I
available.
want
It's
something
always available.
more like affordable at Epcot, and I want to sit in the air conditioning. But my go-to, probably the wrong opinion, but I love Beer Garden. I love going to Beer Garden.
I've been hearing better things about Beer
I
Garden.
love the interior. I love all of the plant-based options they have are great, and they're very good about your allergies. The chef comes and will give you a separate menu and will bring stuff for you that hasn't touched any dairy in my case. They're very attentive to it, and I love the little show and the atmosphere. It's my go-to at Epcot, honestly. If money wasn't a thing, I could eat every day. Beer Garden, Garden Grill. Beer Garden, Garden Grill. All day.
Garden Grill I liked, actually.
I love
and I
that
did like
place.
the pot roast at Liberty Tree. So that you'd be happy with that I ate.
You mean the meat that's cooked so well done that it breaks down and falls apart in your mouth?
Yes. Yes, that one. That's how I like it.
Do we have any questions from our Patreon people?
I'm hoping not, because they're the ones who started this by asking a simple question of
Do you
what
eat
do
fried
restaurants?
rice?
What?
Do you eat fried rice? Is a question.
Oh, yeah. Fried rice, yes. Even if it's pork fried rice, I will eat that.
Oh, I love fried rice.
What are they asking now?
I'm just laughing at you.
I'm glad that everybody's worried if I eat enough, because it's definitely, I understand I'm withering away.
Honestly, a lot of what they're talking about is the worry of golden retrievers and other like-minded dogs with floppy ears about medical issues with them.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
it's a
kind of what's
thing.
happening right now.
It's a thing.
Well, my aunt had a pug, and I was alone with it, and she had a bigger dog also that somehow hit the pug's head, and his eyeball popped out.
Oh, God in heaven.
Yeah, it's a thing that happens, and it's okay. So I felt like you, and I run to the vet with this dog that is looking at me and the floor at the same time because one
Oh,
eye.
my God.
And they told me if I didn't get there like in 5 minutes, the nerve would have dried up. But they were fine. They popped his eye back in. Dog was good as new. It was a very strange.
I've never heard of that in my entire life.
It was a pug, and something happens with the pressure. They go buck,
What the fuck?
just like the Evil Dead. Their eyeball popped right out.
Funny, but it's uncomfortable.
I thought the dog is looking at the floor and me at the same time. Must be very confused.
I mean, that's what you get when you have a dog that's kind of a freak of nature in itself.
It is, and it wasn't unhappy, wasn't in pain. Oh, but something happened though. When I got to the vet, they told me, "Do you know your aunt has a bill still for $30?" I'm sitting there with a dog with the eyeball out, and she's telling me that my aunt, it's my aunt's dog, has a bill. Like, what? You don't want to take care of it? I cursed a little bit in there,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit. That was a fun day,
Poor puppy.
many years ago. Let me see if it's a thing. Pug eyeballs.
There was one question about if we could review Shades of Green, but that would not work because none of us
Are
are
military.
connected to the military.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
got to yeah,
you
even
can't stay
like,
there if you're not military.
yeah, and even touring it is something that's like I know the one time we toured it one time since I've worked here. That was like back in 2013 or 2014, and even that, like what we had to jump through to get
Yeah.
on through there and walk around with our cameras and film. It was just so
It's a
much.
thing.
Yeah, don't show me that shit.
No, there's no picture. They're just saying it's a ocular proptosis due to their shallow orbits. It looks like the eyeball has.
Okay, stop. Enough. I don't want to hear about it anymore.
So at the rate they're going with the Poly Tower, do you think they'll open earlier than expected? It's going up
When is it
fast.
It is going up fast.
Open. Is there a date? An opening date? I don't think so.
I don't know, but every time I'm near the Magic Kingdom, more
it's-
is being added to
yeah.
it.
It's funny when something helps their pocketbooks, it goes very fast.
You were in the area last night. Did you see anything new added to it, or is it
It
taller?
always looks amazing.
Okay.
Like wow, they've gone so far because there's a lot more building now.
Yeah, it change. I mean, that's how I drive onto properties, past it every time, and it changes every time. That being said, they are very good about making a lot of progress early, and then
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
Late
sitting
2024.
stagnantly.
Late 2024.
So, I would say they're definitely on track to open
You're right, though.
late
Remember Tron?
2024.
In the beginning was like phew, and then it just I guess that's the pandemic, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about DVC. I can't expect it to open any earlier than that. Just thinking about like the progress on what they did with the Disneyland Hotel DVC expansion. I mean, that went up very fast, and there hasn't been a lot of changes since that's gotten into place. So, because like I'm literally, when Corey and I were just there, we had a great view down into the construction area, and I was looking at that and I'm like, I don't understand how this is supposed to open in September. It doesn't look like it's
Yeah.
anywhere close to that, but I mean, they don't really have a choice. I believe those rooms were already booked for those first nights, so they kind of have to.
Do you guys think it looks out of place and weird
Paul,
there?
get out of here. Sorry.
Right now it does. But maybe when
It
it's
doesn't
done,
bother me.
They have to Polynesian it up. It has to fit in.
I mean, the jokes were that it looks kind of like it looks like, just any average hotel from the
Yeah.
outside. But the thing is, I mean, this, Panda, from being at Alani, that is Hawaii. It's all these just standard ass looking hotels. And then there's Alani that looks like it actually fits in
Why
with
couldn't
everything
they
else.
copy Alani
Why?
for Poly? I don't mean copy it, but
Why? Money,
yeah.
creative expression, probably that and more. I don't. It's honestly, who cares? At the end of the day,
It's going to be popular.
it's not
no
gonna.
matter what.
Yeah, it's gonna be popular, and it's not gonna take away my enjoyment of that area. It's not like it's an added addition. It got rid of one of the worst Disney dinner shows on property. So at this
What
point,
was
we
that?
should be celebrating.
Polynesian well.
Yeah,
The walkway that they closed with Shades of Green.
yeah.
It's not that they can't have it. They could have built another one, but I think they're worried about the impact that this building's going to have on their monorail
No,
system,
it-
and they don't want to increase it with Shades of Green.
No, it's that will reopen back up. It's just right now that
They said it was permanently closed.
it's permanently closed.
That's what they said. They said they are not building a walkway ever again between Shades of Green and Poly. That's what I read. Let me see if this is correct.
Okay, I did not. I must have missed that. Like, I don't understand how they can. They would have to completely
Yeah, hold on.
They would have to destroy the rest of the walkway.
Hold on.
I think
to
they
get-
are. Which is why I thought maybe it was because of the impact of the guests. They didn't want to burden the Polynesian with more guests.
Well, so nice for them. Thanks for
We'll
your
close-
service. Take
we'll
a
close
fucking bus.
permanently on May 1st. There will be no walkway.
That's. I mean, that's
Yep.
insane to me.
I think
I
people
figured it
still-
I
was just
agree.
going
I
to be
thought it was-
temporary.
And I'm sure you could still walk if you just don't
Oh,
have a
that's what's
walkway.
going to happen. They're
Yeah,
all
then-
going to walk across the fucking street now,
And get hit by a car, and then they're going to put a walkway. Yep.
yeah,
Just make your own
that's
stop
so
sign.
stupid.
Just make your own stop sign. Put on a
I
little
mean, if you
vest.
think about it, all these hotels are separate technical entities. The Polynesian doesn't want their budget to be spent on transportation and stuff from other hotels that they're not getting subsidized by.
The problem is right now, Shades of Green is already. Those people are, because of all the blockages with the walkways, they're already crossing the street wherever they want to. Right now, they're walking in the grass.
Yep.
it's just going to cause a bigger
I
issue.
agree.
So I don't know who has to step in and do something about it, but use your common sense in this case.
Oh yeah, anytime I have to drive by there to go to Playa Pizza if I'm heading behind Magic Kingdom, I'm like, I'm gonna hit someone one of these days because these people, the way they're walking across, they gotta be careful.
But I would do it too. I mean, it's the annoyance of when the infrastructure doesn't match what the need is. When you have, like, when it's like, oh, this is the logical place to cross right here, but there's not a crosswalk there and there's not one conveniently located by, you just dodge across. I mean, everyone has done it at some point in time where you've jaywalked in an area. It's just fix it. For shades of green. Again, people who served in the
I
military
know.
Yeah.
Getting screwed over. I know.
getting screwed over.
Well, technically, I don't think Disney doesn't own that resort. I think the government owns that resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
But it's
government owns
still, Disney can help with the
Oh,
situation.
which they should. I'm sure enough letters are going that I have a feeling that's going to change. I think enough people are going to complain that they're going to say we need a walkway.
Well, I believe they would have to go to the Central Florida Tourism Oversight,
Oversight
Committee
Committee.
to fix something with that. So,
too
see how that plays out.
All right. Do we have anything at all from Patreon?
I mean, nothing really that we can we just got. Will the Dreams Unlimited travel show be coming back? I would say no,
Probably not.
because, I mean, John and Kevin are constantly busy all the time, so stuff like that.
It's just so windy outside today, guys.
Yeah, last night too, at the Magic Kingdom, the wind was whoosh.
Let's see, it's supposed to rain more this week. I think so. Oh, tomorrow it's windy again. Okay, it's raining Thursday, Friday, Sunday.
You see the weather in Bermuda?
Tell me it's good, please.
It is.
Oh,
It's
good.
but it's colder than I thought it was going to be.
What do you see? Temperature
Hold on.
wise. Bermuda. I'm looking right now too. If I get it before you, I will.
You guys are gonna be chilly in Bermuda.
No, stop it. Stop it.
What is it, King's Wharf?
Yeah, and Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
Right now, it's 66 degrees there.
All right.
And for all of next week, the highs are, like, the highest is 72 degrees.
Wow. Okay.
Lows are in the 60s.
We're not beachy people. Anyway,
So-
Are you doing any like fun excursions, or you just
I don't
gonna
know
hang
yet.
out?
I don't know yet. I want to walk around and get some video and stuff like that. But
They do have a the bus thing. That they're all just going on one day. You're in it. Just sit on the bus and they take you to the sites. And
how am I in it?
Erica put you in it. She's got you in it.
What are you talking about? This is
Erica Kale, the person we know that we're going.
Right. This is an excursion through the ship.
No, she rented a bus.
Oh, she rented a bus.
she just has
oh, I
you
didn't know that.
included, yeah.
I had
I
no
thought I
idea.
told you.
I had no idea.
Oh,
So
I thought
nice
so.
to be informed.
We'll just wake you up that morning and say, get on the bus. And you'll come. Hopefully.
You won't know where you're going, but you're gonna be on a bus.
Yeah. No.
I did that when I was in Spain. It was a good way to see like all different parts of Barcelona.
it's- And we're there for this is the only time the boat stays like overnight somewhere. And that's at your hotel and you're still in Bermuda the next day. I've never done that on a Disney cruise, right?
No.
We've always left. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
That'll be cool. I'm gonna miss you. But it'll be
Yeah,
okay.
You should.
He keeps telling me I should cry while he's
You
gone.
should absolutely cry. A little bit. Not a lot, just a
I
little.
might, maybe. Just one tear, one
Can you
singular.
please film the tear?
Yeah,
Okay.
just like how I have a picture of me
Can you find a
crying
little
watching.
vial and you save that tear. That'll be awesome because then when I come back, I can.
I'll
taste
take a
it.
picture, like how I sent you the picture of me at the end of Happily Ever After. I'll send you a picture of the tear.
Taste your tears.
All right.
You don't like the beach?
Not really.
Oh,
I'm not a beach
well.
person.
I think we should wrap this up. So, all right, folks, that's going to do it. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for being Patreon supporters, as always. And these guys, some of these guys, will see you next week. I will see you in 2 weeks when I get back from my cruise. Take care.